Ashes 2023, the electrifying test series between arch-rivals England and Australia kicked off a couple of weeks back at Edgbaston. Australia clinched an epic triumph in the series opener, taking a 1-0 lead in the series. On June 20th, the historic Lord's Cricket Ground witnessed the start of the crucial second test. England captain Ben Stokes made a correct call at the toss and decided to field first. First innings, the Steve Smith Show. As expected, Australian batters had the daunting challenge of overcast conditions awaiting up front. Australian openers did well to negotiate the opening hour but was shortly dismissed. Announcing his arrival in the series, it was Steve Smith who belled the cat for Australia yet again. Smith hammered 110 runs against a quality English attack during his marathon stay at the crease. The remarkable 10 at the Lords powered Smith to become the fastest to score 32 test hundreds. Not to forget, in-form Travis Head too added up rapid 77 runs to Australia's run tally. Producing the substantial dismisses of Warner, Khwaja and Smith, 25-year-old Josh Tongue remained the biggest positive for England with the ball. On the morning of day 2, Australia's innings was finally seized on the score of 416 following an all-round batting effort. Second innings, STARC triggers England's collapse. After the defeat at Edgbaston, all eyes were now on England's batting approach. England continued their aggressive mode of play and went on to achieve a dream start. England's top 3 added close to 200 runs combined, with Ben Duckett leading the charge. Falling prey to Hazelwood, Duckett had to walk back to the dressing room while he was on 98. However, a startling batting collapse of the home side was now to follow. From 188 to 325 were all out. England's middle and lower order collapsed like a house of cards. Mitchell Starc triggered England's downfall with consecutive wickets of Root, Brook and Stokes. Apart from Duckett, Harry Brook remained England's only half-centurion in the innings. Moreover, England's innings came to an end early on the third day. Third innings, Broad's furpher gives England hope. Australian batters headed into the third innings with a significant lead of 91 runs. Leaving aside Khwaja's 77 runs, it was pretty much a flop show for Australia in the third innings. Khwaja ended up as Australia's pick of the batters after registering his third 50-plus score of the series. Multiple Australian batters got off to solid starts, but none of them crossed the 35-run mark. Wickets kept stumbling for visitors regularly, all thanks to Stuart Broad's heroics. It was the lethal short ball trap that did the trick for Broad and England. With a 4-wicket haul, Broad provided England with much-needed hopes, as Australia's third innings ultimately produced an average 279 runs. England completed Australia's all-out in the last session of the penultimate day. Fourth innings, Stokes' 155-run assault goes in vain. Hosts England had to chase a towering total of 371 in order to level the series. Getting off the worst possible start, England were 4 down inside the first 13 overs. Australia appeared too good with the ball and were now eyeing a quick finish. It was skipper Ben Stokes who stood tall for England with the aid of Duckett. England needed 326 runs when Stokes walked in and were left with a total of 70 when he got out. Stokes scored record-breaking 155 runs under massive pressure, comprising 9 fours and 9 sixes. Ben Duckett played an exceptional 83-run knock, giving England momentary hope. Eventually, Hazelnut brought Australia back into the game with the scalp of Duckett's and then Stokes. Australian pacers were quick enough to run through England's tail. Ultimately, England's rollercoaster innings got wrapped up on the score of 327 runs. Pat Cummins and company registered their second straight victory to achieve a 2-0 lead in the Ashes 2023. Despite the defeat at Lord's, Ben Stokes' valiant effort with the bat has been showered with praise. Multiple cricketers including Virat Kohli made tweets to applaud Stokes' heroics. Virat went on to call Ben Stokes the most competitive cricketer he has played with. Well, the first 2 fixtures of Ashes have lived up to their build-up, and 3 more exciting encounters are now on the card. We hope you enjoyed our coverage of the Lord's Test and stay tuned for more.